I don't know about you, but I know I'm number 7, I think, on the program, and I'm so proud to be here in this city with so many people doing such good work. And that's only 10. Like we're only going to hear from 10, so it's like small. But be proud of yourselves for really investing in the importance of our young people and just so many people who are trying to do good work. So I thank you. That was my little commercial to get started. But thank you, Jim, and everyone tonight. I'm humbled to be standing here before you, and I really thank you for this opportunity. Your support over the past year allowed us to serve the most vulnerable in our community, which are women with children. Family homelessness is real. Since the last month, we've received, in 1 month's time, received 45 calls from families who are either have been evicted or are homeless, many of which have several children. All of the women, many of them as well, were pregnant. So your prayers and your financial support has helped us serve many of these families with food, with a hotel stay, with personal items, but most importantly, case management, intensive case management, to allow them to find what they need so that they're able to move out of their present situation. Many times I receive the question like, well, why are people homeless? Where do these women come from? What are they doing? What happened? So I'd like to just tell you about Sierra, who's a mom of 2. Her daughter is 2 years old, and her son is 6. He was 6 months old when we met him. Sierra was staying with a family member until it became apparent that it was unsafe for her to stay there. And if she chose to stay there, she was very afraid of causing harm to her or her children. So she left. So she slept in the park, on buses. She and herself washed themselves in restaurants. She was very creative in how she cared for her children. She met a young man who was in med school at Tulane, and he told her to go to the Salvation Army because he was giving her food in the morning. And so she did. And when she got to the Salvation Army, they said they didn't have any room. But they said, how about if you call this number? And we had given them one of our cards. And so she found her way to us. We housed Sierra in a hotel for a while, and I'm happy to say since December, right before Christmas, her children had a Christmas tree in their own little house with gifts all around, and she is doing remarkably well. She's working, and she's really finding her way to self-sufficiency. She can't wait to come back so she can volunteer to give back to the other mothers in the program. Lots of great things have happened since I saw you last, besides Sierra. One thing I just want to mention is, last year when I was here, I was first because Josie felt sorry for me because I was suffering with cancer. But I'm here to report I'm cancer-free. So that's worth a cheer. We've housed 8 families who were living on the street, in cars and parks, abandoned buildings, and now they have their own apartments. We also assist families with furniture. So when they move in, they have a bed. Many times, people move into their apartments with nothing. We found a mom with her children sleeping with no furniture in the whole house except for towels on the floor where the children were laying at night. The most exciting thing that's occurred over the last year is on February 13th, we opened Hotel Hope Chalet. Now we have our own house. We did all of this with no facility. We have our own house. We can house 2 families, and we are waiting for our main campus over at the old convent at the St. Matthias Church right on South Broad. The chalet is beautiful. Many of you were there and saw that. It's a beautiful renovated house, and it allows a mom to have a safe atmosphere until they're able to find more permanent housing. Presently, we have 3 staff members, myself and 2 others, and we're doing all right, but we rely a lot on our volunteers. And some volunteers are right here in this room, so that is an excellent way. We like to think of it as a B&B, and we like to provide that hospitality. That's what our volunteers do. The families stay for an average of 30 to 45 days, and the person that came first in February is already being housed. So that's a good thing. With your continued support, we will be able to serve more moms. Over the course of the next year, we will be able to take 24 moms if they stay 30 days, and it could be up to a possibility of 100 children. Last week we had 2 moms and 7 kids. Sister had to go home quick because she was like, all right, it's time for me to go home. So just to close with the story of the mother of 3 who's staying at our house with the 1-month-old baby, and we referred to her from the hospital. And I said to her, good morning, Jade, how you doing today? And she said, sister, how could I be doing any other way than wonderful? I have a beautiful house to stay in. My children are clean. They were bathed last night. They ate a big breakfast. And everything is going right. And I'm on my way to go check on a house. How could I be anything else but wonderful? So I thank you, Catholic Women in Action, for your support, for your consideration in your support. And I really believe that with your passion, you help so many, and you will continue to help the most vulnerable in our society. Thank you so much.